Oh, there we are. It says, "Hi, everybody. Welcome in."
Hey guys.
Hello, hello, everybody. Okay.
Who was the first one in their seats tonight?
On my side, it says Pam. What does you guys say? Pam says she shared it on Facebook.
Pam.
Hello, beautiful Ivy and Jen, and hello, Michael. Glad to see you all here tonight. Hit that thumb up, please. Yes. And there's Nancy, too old to care. Hey, sweet pea. It looks like Pam's going to be a chatterbox tonight.
Yes, she is.
I'm kidding, Pam. I'm kidding. Okay?
Bring it on. Hi, Renelle.
And there's Renelle. And looks like too old to care. Nancy is going to be a chatterbox too. Great. And Jen likes to copy what I type, it looks like. Look, she wrote the same thing twice.
Yeah.
They didn't get it the first time, so they got to read it again, right? Okay, Mike.
Pam and Nancy.
Mike, you want to read some?
Go ahead.
Read
In
some.
the middle of the floor and hold hands.
We take turns, read a little bit.
Well, there's one in here I want to say
I'm
hi
awake.
to. I saw him and he knows who he is. Hey, in the next room.
Oh, cool.
My husband's watching.
We get to say hello. Chat. Did he chat?
Hello.
Did he chat? Who is he?
He's in here. There he is.
Christopher.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
He's got the big pink hand.
Hi, Sancha. Yarny, thank you, Sancha.
What's his screen name, hon?
Antonio Lugo.
Aw, Miss
Antonio. I love that name. Antonio. I love that name. Hi. Got your Depends on for the night? Depends.
Sort of.
Hi, Paula.
Oh, so we got Mary King.
Hi, Antonio.
Looky there. There's Aisha. Hello. Ken, the Kentucky. Yes. Hello, sweet pea. Hi, Ken.
Softball Susie. Hi.
Hello, everybody. Saying hi.
Hey, Magic. Hi.
We got 31 in the house. Thank you, Mike. You just boosted my watch hour.
I've been leaving you on play when I go to bed at night.
Oh, okay. Sharon loves purple. Yeah. I got 27 hours, and I'm up to 1,030 cups. Hey, Lulu.
Woo.
How are you?
Hi, Lulu.
Hi, Carla.
Mary King.
Hi, Rudy. Hi, Mama.
Tankster. Where was
Tankster? Way up. I'm up in the chat.
Yeah. I ain't typing. I'll let y'all do the typing. Don Aaron says, sorry I'm late. I didn't get notification. Hi, sweet, beautiful Ivy, sweetheart Jen. She said that wrong. Sweetheart Jen. And sweet Michael. I don't know about Michael yet. I will make a determination at the end. Okay? Missy, hello.
Hi, Kimberly.
There's Sonia.
Hi, Bonnie.
Wow. Hi, Sonia. Nice to meet you, too. And Miss Dawn Aaron.
Mary King, hello. Paula. The chat is moving kind of quick, guys. So that's why
I can
3 tonight. Somebody's going to catch somebody we miss. So
Miss C. Hi, How are you?
And Melanie J, hello. I saw somebody. I missed it up there. Who was it?
Hi, Nana Michelle.
Hey, Nana, Michelle.
Hi, Steve.
Somebody
Hey,
I
there's my
missed.
running mate. Too old to care.
Miss Nancy.
It's
hello.
a Michi thing we were talking about, and I was like, maybe we just need a gay president because we can make the country fabulous. And she's like, I'll be your running mate.
Cool.
So
Can I have a
there's my
place up
running
there
mate.
somewhere where I can run home every weekend, you know?
Hi,
Why can't I
Isa.
see all chats? Steve. Ivy, why can't I see
Hi,
all
Paula.
chats? Jen and I have, so she can get the watch hours too, because it's not fair. She wants me to do this every week, and I want her to get up there too. So she has to do this with me. So you might be over in her channel, or you might be my channel. Hey, we got this far of doing that same thing on the same page. So we're still working on it.
Whatever works.
Yeah. Jamie Marie, hello, honey. Lulu, whoa, Ivy, your blanket looks amazing hanging up behind me.
Hi, Jamie.
Horrible hair. Why did the chat move? Stop, you guys. Slow down. Sorry, Lulu. I can't get up there. So adorable how you have your frog and little bear set up. Love it. Oh, I do like it. I got things to show you. Look, that was a Dollar Tree make. I didn't have any shelves because these are, what do you call them things? Dividers.
Oh.
So I just put a clip on the top up there and made these. These come from the Dollar Tree. They're wood signs. So I just drilled 4 holes in it and put it down on there.
Whatever works.
$1.
There you
go.
Yeah, right.
Plus tax. So free handling.
Well, you're never going to get out of taxes.
Do you see that, Michael?
I thought for sure it was me.
On the screen from Missy's Cottage.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, guys, let's get this started. So at the top, I pinned up there that I do, you guys know I do beaded ink pens. So I'm going to be giving away 3 ink pens. And this is what you got to do. You got to share this live out. You got to go to Jen's channel and share Jen out. And you have to go to Michael's and share Michael out. When you do all of that, you come back to my live, not the replay, guys. The replay. And you type in shared. So when I go to my YouTube studio and I come down to the comments and I click over there where it says somebody mentioned my name, I will put you on the wheel and we will draw for 3 beaded ink pens. They're mystery ink pens. You won't know what you're going to get.
Ooh.
You have, let me look at my notes, okay. You have until 8 o'clock Central Time, Monday night, the 25th. And while you're over there looking at my channel, can you guys please watch the 1-minute videos where I support I support 7 people every single day. Okay? Please watch the video. Everybody's getting to the point where the links are and they just click on the links and they're not watching my video. Please. I'm begging you, please. All right.
That minute adds up.
Yes. I mean, it's just 1-minute video, 1 minute, 6 seconds. Okay. Who you saying hi to? Who?
I said hi to Melanie J.
Okay. You can. I'll shut up now. A little bit.
I'm still back in it.
No, I'm no longer making not to have to file. That is so gorgeous, generous. Yes, it is. I miss having my taxes done and having extra. I don't want to do taxes no more.
Right? They're getting outrageous.
I love you, but what? That's too much work. Well, it's okay. If you don't want to get in, don't get in. I'm not making you do it. I did run the whole playlist. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Infantile. Okay, let's say it, guys.
Infinitely Zero Nessa. Hey, girl.
Nessa.
I can't even say it.
Hi, Nessa.
Sunita.
I can't bother you.
Sorry, that was a little gay, wasn't it?
I love it. You know, I had when I worked in Florida, I had a gay friend that we worked together. He was so much fun. I mean, if I was to say, oh, that guy is good looking, he'll say, well, I had him first. It was like, Damon, stop. You can't be that first. I loved him. I loved him to death. Shares all 3 on Facebook and still running your playlist. You guys are so sweet. Okay, so what has everybody been up to this week? 5'7.5".
Hi, Sunita.
Okay. Jen, what have you been up to? Jen?
Trying to figure out some StreamYard stuff. And it's not working too well for me. So I'm back on the laptop. I'll be Elsa again tonight, I'm sure. Thank you, Crystal,
Good job.
for dropping my channel.
Sonia said she switched over to Jen's to give her hours. Thank you, guys.
I'm just still working on a Tunisian blanket for Bag of Days animal auction.
Bag of Days, yeah. Working on 4 zebras.
They're slow.
When do you have to have that done?
She's got to have it by April 30th. So I'll be cutting it close, but there's going to be a few all-nighters.
Okay.
And I normally work with it all over my desk because I have like about 22 different colors going into it. And it can become a hot mess, but, you know, I thrive in hot messes.
Okay, well, I know you guys didn't come to see me or Jen. You might have came to see Jen, but we came to see Michael. So, Michael, we want you to talk to us about who you are, what you do, and where you going.
Okay.
And guess what? You get the whole screen by yourself.
Well, I'm Michael, MDL Crochet. I do Tunisian crochet. I've been doing it for 10 years now. And just recently started my channel back in December. Because like when I started learning Tunisian, there wasn't many videos out. And nobody had what I was looking for in a video. They would be 3 to 5 minutes, a few stitches, and then they expect you to figure it out. They didn't tell you how to close off, nothing, and what happens with the mistake. So after so many years of seeing that or hearing that god-awful over music and they're not talking and explaining things, I just said, forget it, I'm going to do my own. And the way I teach it is, yes, my videos are long, but I'm not doing 10 stitches with you. I'm not doing a row. I'm doing 5 or 6 rows on a 20 stitch swatch. And I explain what can happen, what mistakes are common. And I go with it. I love crochet. My grandmother taught me when I was 14, regular crochet. We had a bad snowstorm where I live and I was bored. And this is back in the mid to late 80s. And of course, you know, cable TV really wasn't around. And if you had cable TV, it was that stupid toggle push down box. And and it was already outrageous price anyway, so nobody had it. And we're out of school. What's all on? Nothing but soap operas, and I don't watch those. So she sat me down and taught me, and went from there. And then I joined the Navy in 1996. 2001 is when I met my husband, and he was crocheting a granny square blanket. Now, when we first met, his tension was so tight, those metal needles would squeak across the yarn. He's gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
And then whenever I found Tunisian, I didn't want to go all out because I wasn't sure if I liked it. So I did it with a regular crochet needle. And I'm like, okay, I like this. So I went to Walmart because they had the long Afghan needles. And so I did with that. And I actually worked up a throw on that thing, scrunching it all up because they're not that long, maybe 2-3 feet long, not even. And it worked out really well. And then he got into it and he's like, oh, I like this. So we bought our first Tunisian set back in 2015 or 2013, somewhere there. And I've been doing it ever since. He takes breaks for a couple of years at a time. And, I just kept going with it. I am a disabled veteran, and I've had so many knee surgeries. I mean, I have metal knees now, but I've had so many knee surgeries. I developed a pain syndrome. It's called CRPS. So oh, Jesus. And so there's nights I just stay up all night long and I'll just crochet. And Tunisian makes me pay attention, especially with all the different types of stitches. It just makes me pay attention and it keeps my mind off of it. And, I do film tutorials. I don't do live because I do have a sailor's mouth. So if I did a live tutorial, I wouldn't get monetized ever. Or I'd have my 3 strikes. One of the two. So with being able to film, I can cut all that out. And I will film, like I'm already filmed up until September 2nd. Already scheduled, edited and scheduled. Just because I don't know how I'm going to film.
Yeah.
So.
Well, filming takes a lot of time.
I like it though. I like the whole teaching aspect because like Tunisian, it's still niche in the crochet community. And it's growing, but it's still niche because people they just look at it and they're already overwhelmed. And because they don't understand the whole keeping the loops on the hook. And to me, it's simple. So I teach it that way. And I teach every stitch from, okay, well, you are learning this stitch for the very first time. I am teaching it like, okay, well, you don't know nothing about Tunisian, so I'm going to teach you everything about Tunisian and this stitch. Because who knows, somebody going to be thumbing through, oh, I like that. I don't know anything about Tunisian, but they can learn it still from that video.
Now, I did Tunisian, oh my God, I want to say back like in the early 70s. Like you said, it was called an Afghan hook back then.
Yeah, I got one right here.
Yeah, I still have some of my old ones. They're real, like that. And I don't remember. I think it really is a simple stitch. I haven't done it probably in many, many, many years, but I did it way back like in the early 70s.
Mm-hmm. Well, I like the simple stitch. I do that one when I'm doing my Grafgans because I do those. And my newest Grafgan or latest one I did was for my sister-in-law. It was Totoro from the cartoon, and because that's what she loves. So I did that. And with the simple stitch, when you're doing Grafgans, they come out so much more crisper. You could do them in the knit stitch, but it's going to be a little bit blurry. Don't even forget about trying to do that stuff in full stitch because it's not going to happen. Like I'll give you a sneak peek at the one I'm doing for
Cool.
Crystal's auction. It's a hot. Let's see. Like it's a checkerboard. You got bones against bugs.
Oh, how cute.
So it's a checkerboard pattern that I came up with, and yeah, I mean, I don't know how to read patterns. That's one thing I don't know how to do. I
Oh my
cannot read
goodness.
patterns. However, I can. You show me something, I can make it. I freehanded my very first sweater. Uh, that thing is rated for the Arctic. Let me tell you, I wore it when we had. It was last winter, winter before last. I wore it was like -12 outside, and
Oh God.
no, thank you, Sonia. I didn't have to wear a jacket or nothing. It was -12 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was so cold. I put that on. I was sweating.
Yeah.
My husband's like, that thing's rated for the Arctic. Don't wear that here. But I just
Well,
make
at least
stuff
it
like,
was for the climate. Yeah, I'm sorry.
yeah. And I make stuff that I see that I like. Well, and I get a lot of inspiration for some of my stuff from historical TV shows. My design, a lot of my some of my
Me.
designs that I've done, you know, historical TV shows, like some of the clothing designs that they have back there are phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're great to work up as a design itself,
So,
or either in a blanket or a sweater or a cardigan.
so you will do all kinds of things, not just blankets. So what's your
Yes, I
niche?
do. I really love doing beanies, but that's in the round. It's because it's easier from. It's just easy. I don't know. I like it, but I really don't have a niche. Really, I mean, I like after I get done with this blanket, I'm doing a cardigan, and then after the cardigan, well, I got to do another blanket for another nonprofit for them to auction. But then I'm going to get into socks, and I like, I just anything really keep my hands busy.
Oh, okay. All
Will you
right.
teach
So,
Tunisian in the round?
Yeah, I will be. That I'm waiting on something on February. Oh my gosh, on April 1st, I'm having a heart angiogram done, and I'm waiting after them to decide when I wanted. Because I've been thinking about doing tutorials on other stuff instead of just stitches. Okay, well now that you learned the simple stitch, well let's do a simple ear warmer type things like do ear warmers, washcloths, you name it. And one of the many things I want to do is teach in the round, and teach beanies, socks, you name it. Though I'm waiting on that procedure to find out when I want to do them, and they'll be coming out on Fridays. And then eventually, when I get a little bit bigger, you know, yes, Nancy, there will be a tutorial. Uh, one of the main thing, one where I'm actually able to get do the whole member thing. I've been trying to keep this quiet, but I can't keep it quiet. I created a new Tunisian stitch. I have done research; it's not out there. And that's going to be the first members only video I will do. It is a
cool.
new stitch. It's on my pegboard or my corkboard. It's down there so you can't see it because it's
Jen.
I'm waiting.
I see.
Like the cardigan that I want to do, like I get my like I said, inspiration from historical shows, but the cardigan I'm going to be working on. I'm a big Trekkie. I love Star Trek. The newest season of and last season of Star Trek Picard, well, they wore these leather jackets. I'm turning that into a cardigan. Yeah, my husband, he look at it,
I like
nerd.
it. I like cardigan. I like doing cardigans and tops. That's what I like doing.
Yeah, I like anything. The only thing I won't make is probably pants.
No, I won't do pants.
No. There's some things that should be left unmade.
A Trekkie fan here. Antonio. Oh, Nancy is going to start being the mod mom. The mod mom. Antonio, you be nice. That's our president. All right. So
I do a mix of things.
I'm sure you're tired of telling us. Now we're going to ask you some questions. Ain't that many, and all it is get the chat talking and the rest of us. So take a break. Okay, we'll start with you. What is your favorite TV show? All right, chat. You can also answer in the chat too, but Antonio, I'm calling you Antonio now. Woo. I got him on the brain. I love that name. Tell me what your favorite TV show is.
My favorite is anything Star Trek. I just grew up with it, and every Sunday, my grandmother got me back into it with The Next Generation because she was head over heels in love with Patrick Stewart. So Star Trek.
Bonnie, Blue Bloods. There is scandalous. I'll be nice to you tonight. Oh, Lord. Jen, what is your favorite TV show?
I don't really have a favorite. I'm here, YouTube most of the time.
Oh, there is a question about YouTube, so
I don't know. That's where I'm at here.
NCIS.
NCIS, the original was pretty decent, but I don't know. When I look at those military shows or the medical dramas, because for years I worked in the operating room, and after I got out of the military, and in the military I worked in the operating room, I just nitpick at the wrong stuff that they're doing. It's like, oh, that's wrong. You don't do it that way. And the husband, he'll when we're sitting there watching together, he'll shut up. It's a TV show.
I'll be your nurse. Oh, my husband had a lipoma removed out of his back. And I was begging the doctor, please let me go into the emergency room with you or the surgery room and let me watch this. And he was like, you are sick. You are sick. It's like, no, I'm not. I feel fine. I want to see it.
I mean, to see that stuff, doing surgeries all day long, it's interesting. It really is to see how like the human body works and reacts. I love it.
It's amazing.
But I can't do that no more. So
my granddaughter's intestines and stomach was outside of her body when she was born. So they sucked it all up in a bag and let it gingerly fall back into, it's not the right place because that's not the way God intended for it, but it just fell in it. So she's always going to have intestinal problems because of that, because they slowly let it fall back into place and then seamed her up. She's doing fine now. She's about 8 years old, and knock on wood, she's good.
Oh, nice. Well, there was one other show that I do like because she's my straight crush. Mariska Hargitay in Law and Order SVU. I don't know what it is about her. I love that woman.
Hi, Jill.
Oh. FBI, all three tonight.
I can watch most any of those.
Yeah. I like.
There are some Trekkies in here.
Any prison movie, any drug movie, any true. It's got to be true, like a detective show that, like 48 Hours, Trauma Center.
Yeah, the first 48 is pretty decent. Yeah.
Trauma Center. I've watched that. I ain't missed none of those. I like stuff like that. All right.
I saw
I guess everybody else. I'm watching DS9 right now.
Deep Space Nine. You got to get past the first
Oh.
season to enjoy the show. The first season is one of those. They're building the show on the first season, and it's just there's quite a bit of dry spots in that, and
Hello,
it turns a
Samantha.
lot of people away.
Dateline and Cold Justice. Forensic Files. Hello, Fiber Floozy.
Bonnie's Corner. I love Olivia Benson. I do too. I don't know what it is about the character she plays. It's great. It's like a matter of fact, But then she has that loving mother side to her.
I don't watch enough. I don't watch enough shows to tell you who the character is. I just know them by the screen name. That's it. I don't know. I don't know who they are.
Yes, Shirley. I watched Enterprise. Again, get past the first season. It's great. The last season, you could tell it was rushed. But sorry, I just love Star Trek. We don't talk about Star Wars in my house. No.
Hi, Demetra.
Criminal Minds. Facts.
Josie Stone is good.
Mr. Yarndaw.
Hey, Mr. Yarndaw, welcome in.
Hi,
No, we don't
Jerry.
either. I don't do Star Trek. I couldn't even tell you the characters. All right. How about question number 2? You ready for this one?
Sure.
This is for Jen.
For me?
For Jen.
How much time do you spend watching YouTube? I played the clip. I have family. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. A lot. I don't get to do as much as I like to when I have to work.
Bonnie says, not much.
Right? That's all I really do. Like, I can't get into any new shows while I'm crocheting because I won't be able to pay attention to what I'm doing, especially when it's these big projects and I got to pay attention to where I'm putting a color change. So I just usually YouTube. Most of y'all that are in here that I'm subscribed to, or anything Crystal has up, and whatever documentaries I find, just something I can just play and listen to.
Where did it go there?
I get too engrossed in what's on the screen instead of what I need to be doing right in front of me that I won't get anything done.
Exactly. Like there's a show I want to watch called Shogun on AMC, but there's subtitled parts to it because it's about medieval Japan. There's subtitle parts to it. I can't look up and read. I'm counting.
So much lives here and there. Scandalous.
Sherry, you're too funny.
It is. It's on my top, in front of my eyes when I'm going to sleep. I'll wake up. Oh, it's off. I have to turn it back on, or I can go back to sleep.
Right.
Jen will get up and go to the bathroom, and then, I hear somebody talking on a live. I got to find out who it is. Oh, I know who it is. I marked it up. Would it be Mom John?
I'm in here till I fall asleep. Next thing you know, I'm waking up and they're over, and I'm like, "Aw, I missed it."
You could be like Dawn the other night. I think I saw her at 4 straight hours, and it's like, oh,
Yes.
Are you on the same one?
Yes. Yesterday, she was all over the place. You know, I
telling you.
saw her own live because we had the bingo and then the members live. And the next thing I know, she's over on Zach. She's over on Lisa Knits and Vlogs. And then she's over on her own. I'm like, whoa, she is busy.
Busy as a
In the
bee.
evenings. Not as much in the daytime, but in the evenings, yes.
Hi,
I don't.
Fiber Floozy.
I watch. I don't always comment because I feel like once you say hello, it's hello Jen, hello Michael, hello, hello, and it's like next thing you know, you've done wasted. I ain't saying wasted. I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah, I know what
15
you mean.
minutes done gone by, and I'm sitting here looking at. I could have had 2 rows done. What? Stop
Yeah,
talking.
I do that. I every time I pop in and somebody says hello, hello, hello. They get so I'm starting to get where I can group them together. I'm starting to
Yes.
feel comfortable doing that. It was just like I don't know. I'm so new. It's like I have to respond to everybody. So yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So I can't say that I actually watch
That's what I say.
on listening. Listening.
That's when I'll
Yeah,
say
yeah.
something like, okay, I'm going to my tree house.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
And
have
somebody will
3 or
say
4
something
lives
again,
at
bring
once.
me right back out.
I'll have 3 or 4 lives up at once, and each one of them, all at a very low volume, but I can tell what's going on in each one.
Yep.
I'm a great multitasker. Don't ask me to pay
Me
attention
too.
to one thing only.
I have about 4 browsers open about the same time and just bounce around back and forth. See,
No
I also
way.
if I can't sleep. Lucas' voice is really good for that. Calm and soothing. Okay.
I've heard that
So
about Lucas's voice.
I would try to remember what did it say? I would try to remember in my lives. I always say, I'm going to my corner. Everybody's going to the bushes. I'm going to my corner with my dunce hat on.
Well, you'll say something to get yourself in trouble, and then you say, okay, I'm done. Bye. I'll go over to the
Yeah.
corner. I'll sit and play with my hook.
Okay, I'm going to go to my corner now. I'm done. What did I do? Oh, the banner. Okay, what question are we on? Number 3? No, we're on number 4. There's not that many. There's only 6, so don't have a panic attack, okay? What do you do when you take time for yourself?
I always have time for myself. I mean, I have my own yarn room, so
Yeah,
it's always my time.
Shazam on that.
His room's right next door, but I can shut the door if I want to.
Renelle says crochet.
Hey, Don.
What did
Hi,
Pam say?
Di. Did you hear
Pam
us talking
says,
about you?
I'm trying to learn all
Shaking
this.
the trees.
She heard you talking about her.
She did.
What? She's probably saying, what are they saying about me? It better be good.
Her ears were burning.
Hmm.
Ooh. Don P's going to go yarn shopping, of course.
Ooh.
See, in yarn
I
shopping
did
too,
that.
like when I get in a block of I don't know what I'm gonna do, or I don't know if this is just me or a lot of people. Can you crochet in your head?
Yes.
Okay, because like I'll be like working on this blanket. I'm already thinking about my next project and working it up in my head and trying to overcome the obstacles that I know I'm gonna get in that's gonna hit me. So I could already have it already worked out in my head, and I do that a lot.
Your
And sometimes I
brain
get too far in my
doesn't
head.
shut down.
Do what?
It's your brain doesn't shut down. My
Yeah.
brain don't shut down at all. I stay up for
Yeah.
like 25 hours at a time. and
Ooh.
then I'll crash for about 12, and then I'm up for another 25.
But
Yeah.
to get that to stop, a trip to Joanne's helps.
Oh no, no. Because then you buy the yarn and you start all over again. What am I going to make with that? You're already thinking of the stitch pattern. You're thinking how many yards I gotta have. It goes on and on.
But and that's the other thing with Tunisian. It's like it's always it's a guess depending on your stitch because it's always I always buy okay if for regular crochet if you need 5 skeins well I'm buying 12 for Tunisian to do the same object in because it uses more
Mhm.
yarn.
Yeah.
Hello, 49 more. Welcome.
Hello, 49 more. I, I subbed to you yesterday, was it? I think. So let's see. What's the next one?
Right, Sherry? The next 10 things you want to make,
So
but which one do you start?
it's funny, Michael. You're reading all of my questions, aren't you? Way ahead of time because looky here. This one is
Anytime, even dreams. Like even dreams. You know this pattern thing that I'm doing for the bag a day. I had a different idea and I was talking it over with my husband, and he's like, "Well, why don't you try this?" And I played on the idea that it added a little bit to it, and that was it. It came out to it's a checkerboard. It's puppies because I was going to do 2 different color paws, just faced in different ways, and then I was like, "No, what about puppies chasing the bones?" And it was kind of him, but it
Mhm.
can hit any time. It's just I wake up out of a dream. Oh crap! I got to sketch this down.
Don't watch mysteries with them.
Dawn, you could probably have 8.
Yeah.
Just think, Dawn, if there was 2 or 3 of you, the world would be a better place. Just
I
saying.
can't keep up with her as it is.
You sound like me. I do that a lot, not sleep. I get my inspiration sleeping. Like you said, my brain doesn't shut down. Even when I'm
Oh
asleep,
God.
I'm thinking about patterns. I'm thinking about color combinations, what yarn is going to look good with the stitch. Now, just
Yeah.
because you did a stitch, the yarn doesn't look good with it. If it's a busy pattern, you don't want to do multiple stitches in it. So your brain just keeps going.
Yeah. Exactly. Like that. That's what I'm. My husband's the type. He puts his head on the pillow. 2 minutes, 2 seconds later, he's snoring.
That's my
I'm the
husband.
type. I put my head on the pillow. 2 hours later, I'm still awake.
Turn this
But
way,
the whole
turn this
time,
way.
I'm yes.
Oh,
But the whole time, I'm thinking about okay, pattern, how I'm going to make it, what color it's going to be, what stitch it's going to be in. But what if I do this or here? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it just never shuts up. Have to lurk and do some work. Okay,
Okay, Fiber.
Jill. Jill, you can do whatever you want to do, sweet pea. Antonio. Oh, Sherry says, Antonio, Adderall and 60 gram a day with hard time keeping the brain. Oh, I'm trying to kill, but I seem to be able to look.
What are you trying to kill?
Hmm, 49 more. Dawn says, now I finished the crochet hook and now I have, and I feel for so many more. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that goes on. My theory is when you create something, if you don't see 4 or 5 more patterns in it, it's not worth doing. That's just the way I feel about things. You can make a top and you can see the stitch pattern. I'm talking about stitch pattern. You can turn that into a shawl. You can turn that into a tank top. You can turn it into a cardigan. If you don't see other things, you don't need
Yeah.
to be making. Find another stitch that's going to work. That's the way I think.
Yeah, exactly. Because why use? Yeah, I won't go down that rabbit hole, but yes, exactly. Because we could spend an hour talking about that alone.
I don't get inspired to make things for myself. I get inspired for Ivy. I said, "Hey, can you make this?" She says, "Sure," and that's it. She's done with the conversation. I'm
Well,
like,
like
"Make this."
I don't. I say over my crochet career, if that's what you want to call it, I've made 3 things for myself. Um, when I graph gans take a lot longer just because of the nature of
Mhm.
color changing. And so when I do a graph gan for somebody, I think about everything about that person. I got to know them in order to do it, but I think of everything about that person and what their hobby, just everything in general. And then I make the pattern off of that. Then I'll be like, oh, they're going to love this. Like my mother-in-law, I did her a mother's blanket. And there's always symbolism in my graph cans. Like with the mother's blanket, it was a butterfly, but it had sections that were upside down hearts for the body, and each one of those were her kids' birthstone colors. Um, and my husband's sister, he always told me when she was a baby or a young kid that or toddler, she always carried around a cheer bear. Well, I turned that
Mhm.
into a blanket, and then the hearts on the foot because it only showed one foot and both paws. The background color was my sister-in-law's birthstone color. The foot heart color was their mother's birthstone because your mother's always your foundation. And then each heart and each hand was her brother's on each one because they were always there to give her a helping hand. There's always symbolism in everything I do.
Mhm. Okay.
Oh Jesus!
Visited as in what? Because I've been in 8 just for work.
I know you're a busy beaver.
Nope, just get around.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4. I've only been in 5.
Oh, I have mixed colors. Tennessee.
It's a beeline from Orlando, Florida to Mount Vernon, those states.
Illinois. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Massachusetts, Delaware,
Been
New York,
to
New Jersey,
Florida. I guess that's about
Connecticut, Rhode Island,
visiting wise here
Illinois.
lately. I've been other places in my life, but not a lot that I remember.
Oh, about 20.
20.
I was
Mona,
in
hey,
Uh,
sweet pea. Meet
military.
Michael. Oh,
military
military.
taking places. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you went everywhere. You said
Oh, and
Navy. My dad
yeah,
was in the Navy.
the only foreign country I ever been to, well, while I was on active duty, well, no, one was vacation. So I've been to London, or England, but I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan.
I liked London.
Steve, you've been in all 49 of the 50 states.
Jesus, it's a lot.
You've traveled. But that's great. I
Some,
mean, you've actually, well, I wouldn't say you've seen the world, but you've seen the United States world if you see all
but
of them.
you kind of think about it. Each state or region has their own kind of culture in a way. I'm in
Right.
Texas where we say y'all all the time.
I say
And
y'all.
we drive down the street. If you're walking and somebody's driving, or both of you driving, and you're going different ways, you can, wave at each other, and you're going to wave back. You do that in some other states, they're going to flip you off.
Yeah. I've seen what did you
Please.
talk on people's clothes that they have to wash the load over again?
Oh, I
Oh.
guess they were talking about Boston. Yeah.
Well, we was carrying on a conversation and they're carrying on a conversation. Hey, over here, we're entertaining Michael and Michael's entertaining us. Stop that chatter over there. Okay. Uh, don't melt the bucket. Oh, okay. This one said, Sherry says, 10 states. I loved England. Went to Paris. I was there for 3 nights. We got lost in Diana's, um, what is it called? Garden. Diana's garden. We got lost in that. We started over here and we ended up right in front of the castle, right in front of it. We
Oh,
walked for
geez.
6 or 7 hours and we had no idea. And you don't really ask anybody over there for anything because everything's backwards.
Well, like when I went, I was on active duty, and it was for 2 weeks at the embassy, and that was in '99.
Oh, in 99? We went over there when the weekend we came back from a dart tournament, Princess Diana was killed in the tunnel. So that was what,
97.
90, 97. So we
Because
was
a
over
few
there.
months later, Mother Teresa passed away.
Right. And while we were over there, the little girl with the speckled eye, oh, I had her name on it. She came up missing too. It's funny how you remember things like that while you were there.
John Bonet?
Okay. No,
Oh,
I'll think of it in a minute. Um, I've driven
Did
and
you see
done
what
2 movies.
scandalous stuff right there?
There's no telling what Scandalous wrote. It'd be scandalous for sure.
I think that's one state
She's gonna
I
do what she
really like,
wants.
Florida.
Miss
I don't think
Smarty,
I want to
you know.
visit.
Where I can't find it. You'll have to highlight it.
Okay, Mara. She
It
said
was
Mother
right before you
Teresa
took
and
that one.
Princess Di died on the same weekend. I just remember them both dying close together. I just didn't remember exactly when.
Wow.
I was in field medical service
I guess I
school.
didn't realize that. Dawn
I
Aaron
didn't know.
coming to the East Coast? Ooh. Where at?
And
All
Jerry
right,
has it right. I don't
we
remember
have one
last
more
week, let
question.
alone what I
do you
do in 97.
A few places in AC. With Carolina or Florida or Texas. I don't know. South Carolina. Okay, what was the question? I forgot. Any
Jerry,
other
I don't
hobby?
either.
Any other
Um,
hobby?
Before my CRPS got worse, I did a
Oh,
garden,
dear.
a vegetable garden. Other than that, no. Other than crocheting. I mean, I do. I can't paint, so I'm not artistic, but I do pick these really elaborate paint by numbers that I get from a certain company.
Yeah.
And other than that, I haven't done those in a while either because I do things mainly crochet to keep my mind off my pain, and it works wonders. But that's really it. And I cook all our meals because if we had to rely on him, we'd starve.
Oh, my husband is the cook in the house. Sherry.
Wow, Dawn.
Funded by states or all taxes. Um, 3D printing yarn. Them 3D printers, you know, when they first came out, they were very expensive. I don't know if
They've
they've come down.
They've come down a lot because we're debating on getting one.
Making medicines and
Dawn,
home
if you
care.
move out of California, do it quietly.
Yes, there was a girl. I
Big
watched
time.
her. She does acrylic resin. She moved out of California kept the same bank account because money, I think it was her husband's check that he has to give her every month, alimony check, was going in there. So she didn't want to mess with that, and she left it.
Yes.
They took her money. $10,000 she owes for leaving the state, and it's called an exit tax. $10,000. She said, all right, you took that. She's mad about it and everything. So she decided to open up a bank account in Texas somewhere, I think it was. They took it for the second time. That girl, she had her, it was like an hour rant about them taking her money the second time. I would be too. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's just like if you're driving and you had $10,000 worth of cash on you, but who carries that anyway? And you get pulled over and the cops find it, they have the right, the law to confiscate it and not give it back to you, which I think is stupid.
Yeah. Well, there's bad cops
Yeah.
too. There's bad people, bad stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Dawn said, need more rabbit holes? No, Dawn, we don't need no more rabbit holes. I find a rabbit hole and I go straight down it and I don't even come out. Yeah, what kind of? I'm telling you.
I told you. My little beaded bracelet compared to your rabbit hole. And look at her pens.
Yep. No, they took
I don't know how
all
they can
her
do
money.
it. I don't understand it, Sherry.
They call it an exit tax. They have an exit tax. Look, I would have told my ex-husband, I love you, but you are going to send that money over here.
Right.
I'm not going to let them take my money. I love rabbit holes, though. Crystal.
Hola, Joe.
I don't hear anything,
There's-
Melanie.
Hello, pumpkin. Oh. Hey. Well, I would never have to worry about taking my money. Yeah, I always like it. If you take my identity, at least be better than I am with it.
At least improve my credit.
Yeah, do that. At least do better than what I'm doing with it. No, Kimberly, it's called an exit tax because they don't want you to move out of California. Everybody's moving to Texas and Florida. Currency transaction report. Sanita knows she wouldn't. Don't take it out or put in 10K cash into the bank. Okay, so show me, Michael, what you already showed me a little bit. What else? Have you got things made that you can show us other than
Yeah,
your
just give me a sec. I got a few things sitting right over here.
time's up?
Nisi, that was California.
I still got to be blocked, but it's a scarf I've done in the full stitch. Still got to block it. A beanie.
Beanie. Ooh,
And then
see,
a
I like
slouchy beanie.
I like the thinner crowns. I don't like the big crowns. You know, like the big crowns make them look like a slouchy. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get.
I think that's all I had.
How do I do
Oh,
that
and then
after,
of course, there's a scarf I made a tutorial on.
Okay. The heart one? Yes, I saw that.
Yeah. There's that one.
Oh, I like hearts. I'm a heart girl.
Yes.
And then
I like that.
I watched it.
that's all Yeah, that's all. Oh, well. Uh,
Oh yeah.
I wanted something
Oh,
long on Christmas. Oh, that's what I did. It's in that red
yes.
metallic.
Hey, cutie.
Love that.
We're talking about the dog. Hey, cutie. What's
Oh,
the dog's name?
Paz.
Baz.
Yeah.
Hey. Aww.
Aw.
That is a picture right there. Somebody needs to take a picture of that.
Aw.
Baz. Antonio
He's my
says
shadow.
Paz. Aw.
Yeah, he's my shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere I go, like if I'm sleeping and husband's up and he's walking,
Hello?
he's up and about. I'm still sleeping. He'll sleep by our bedroom door until I get up.
Hola, Joe. It's nice to see you too, Sweet Pea. Let's see, I called you Sweet Pea and Pumpkin tonight. I'll keep coming up with some names. Give me a minute.
Melanie, I don't hear anything, hon.
What? No train?
No,
Melanie.
said there was a noise, and I just said I don't hear anything.
Melanie's
But then
taking
I'm
over
only
your.
here.
How rude.
Love it.
Do you have anything to show, Jen? I know you've been busy.
I did finish my heart square. Did I show that last week? Was I done last week? No, I think I had just that little bit, that corner to do, right?
Yes, look at that.
Ooh, look at that.
That's
Can you
pretty.
see my mistake?
There is no mistake.
Oh, this
It's
one.
perfect.
Yes, there is.
Okay, let me
Nope.
stare at it. Let me blow it up even bigger. No,
Right.
I don't see anything. Show me.
Right there. That one's not supposed to be there.
Oh,
But you know what? If you wouldn't have pointed it out, nobody would have caught it.
I would not have caught it.
But
But it's
that's what
done.
I tell people that ask me, about mistakes. And it's like, well, is it bothering you? No.
It,
Yeah.
Then what does
it
it matter?
does.
If it bothers you, undo it.
It does bother me, but I'm not undoing it. But I was talking to a lady at church, and I might got her to
Thank you,
sew the inside with the material so I can put the stuffing in the material and then make my pillow. Because I did this.
Yeah, and that's supposed to make it better all the time.
It does.
Makes her better.
It works
Makes her feel better.
for me. Works for me.
Okay.
So I got my bunny from Miss C, and I made her a dress. Look at that.
Oh,
Hello, crossover. Oh, look at the dress. Oh, I love it.
Her tail sticks
I
out
do
the back
too.
a little bit there, and I put this was all that was left of the green. Had just enough to make a headband on her. Isn't that
A little
great?
hippie. A little hippie. I love it.
I do too.
I think I'm done with the fun fur. I did it.
You done with it?
I can say that I did it. I don't think I'll do it anymore.
Everybody's saying so adorable. Look
It
at the
really
fluffy
is.
Thank you.
dress. Softball Susie.
Thank you, guys.
Jen, I love it. How adorable.
I know we want to play with doing some stuff like that. Somebody, and I don't know who, on my Amazon wish list
Did you
got
do
it
that?
and sent it, and sent the Impkins book.
Did you do that? I don't know if I like where she's got controls. You didn't
I
do
didn't do nothing.
No, I'm sure that was me.
Oh. Jen, I started the bunny. Oh, stop. I started
What?
2 bunnies. I've got everything made. Fran put them in a bag. I'm done. I don't like making them. I'm not doing it no more. No, you guys.
Oh, fun.
Let me tell you, I tried to do stitch, and I did him with a number 2. I did not realize how many parts there is to stitch. If you want to do stitch, don't think it's just a couple hour project and you're going to be done with it. No, a long time, long time. I have not finished them yet because it's like, I still got to do 3 more things and they're 2 each. So I don't,
Oh, gee.
it'll take me a little bit. Yeah, it's a while. Crochet Queen, come in. Where is she? Hello, honey.
Thank you.
Tank said I made it. Here we go with the imp gun.
Melanie, how old is your granddaughter?
Whose granddaughter?
Melanie J.
Oh,
I ain't
She
got no
said-
kid.
She can say how rude to her granddaughter, and she just laughs and laughs.
going to alert mode. Okay. Have we bored you enough, Shuri?
Sherry?
She's going to dye yarn for Miss C and Granny D. Oh,
Ooh.
okay. I want to show what I made.
Hi, Jonathan. Welcome in.
I'm going to step
Now-
away for just a second.
Okay.
I do not like these things personally, live ones, but when they're Amis are like that, I think they're so cute. They're adorable. So look what I went and did.
Thank you, Rita. Oh, that's Grandpa right there.
I said all I got to do is put a big old nose right there and it'd be a spider gnome.
See?
So what do you think? Love the spider, Melanie.
Hi, China.
I hope you do, Donna. Hi, Melanie.
Hi, Kim. Gosh, I am way back in the chat, you guys. I'm so sorry.
That looks like the Harry Potter spider. Oh, I have to look that up. I might do a Harry Potter spider. And he was not hard at all. This thing was about the simplest thing. You know, doing 8 of these, his little leggies. Can't stand spiders, but that's yours. Yes, it's very cute. You know, I don't like spiders that drop on me and they're like on acid or something like that. I don't like that. But no thanks for me. I know nobody likes spiders. But these are, I mean, he's just so adorable. And this was made out of the chenille. And this is the fun fur. All it is. That's all that is. That.
That's what makes them better is they're so soft.
Yeah.
Made with that yarn.
Now this was the chenille. I do have it. I'm going to try to do it in the velvet, Bernette velvet. But yeah, I'm really proud of him. I like him. At least he will not be jumping around on my desk.
Right.
Take it off the screen, Anita. So my other thing that I did was he's the elephant, but I'm telling you because he's pink, he looks like a pig. So I did that. I went to the turtle. I've done the turtle. I don't know where he is. But yeah, I did that. And I put buttons for his eyeballs. My husband said one of them looks like he's crying. This one here looks like he's crying because they're not. Sanita, see, your sewing isn't bad. So one eye's up, one eye's down. The the black creases for the eyes. So yeah.
I like it.
So I'm not that good at that either, but he's cute. Looks like Lucas the spider, so cute. Lucas the spider. I don't know. Too cute. And my last thing that I finished this week was
Bonnie, you send them to me. I'll finish them, but it may not be real soon. Send them back to you. 7.
That's pretty.
Woo! Beautiful.
That is very pretty.
that's the beauty pain shawl.
It is beautiful.
Easy, fairly easy too. I kept missing one stitch most of the time. Thank you, everybody. But yeah. So that's all I did this week. Oh no, I got one more thing. Now I put my hands in anything. I'll do it. I'm doing this, and I'm doing the dogs. This does not look like a dog to me, but it's just the head so far. So what do you think? Does that look like a dog? Dog face?
Yeah, it can be.
I'm sure when the ears go on it and it's pulled back, he's going to look like a dog. It looks like a seal to me.
I mean, you could turn it into a seal too.
I saw.
Oh yes, that's like the spider. I was looking at this could be a bee butt,
Yes.
Take that off, and I got a crab.
Inspiration, right? Yes. I can see
See,
that.
3 more things off of one pattern. This looks like a seal. It does. But it's going to look different. So
Once you get it put all
that's
together.
all I did this week. Yeah. But there's like 4 more dogs. So maybe next week I'll have all the dogs done. That's all I did.
Jamie says, "Where's the pattern?"
The pattern
must be.
for the beauty paint? The beauty paint?
Probably the spider. No, the spider.
It was in my
Because they're talking about the spider all around that.
Oh, it was in my 1,000 patterns that I bought around Christmas time. I love that ivy. See, I do spiders, and I think what's falling over here. Like, oh.
See, I just can't have multiple projects going. I can't. My mind just won't let me.
I have to take your mind off that. Like, if you keep, like, I kept missing one stitch on this. So I would go until I missed a stitch, and it's like, why do I keep missing the very first stitch? Then I'll go work on something else, and then I can do real good later on. So yeah, I gotta have something else.
Like for me, when that happens, we'll just play a video game, and we like playing video games too.
I don't do video games. No, I play Candy Crush. I've been an avid Candy Crush girl for I don't know how many years. Crossover paranoia.
Night, Sonia.
My honey needs me. Night all. Good night, Sonia. All right. So what have you guys been doing? What a slacker. What? Who said that? I saw that where I thought I read it. Maybe not. Bonnie is currently making a dress. Is that what it said? Currently making dresses that are for your stove to decorate it and bought for my clients with wash rights. Oh, you're so sweet.
Oh, nice.
Nana Michelle
Gorgeous.
says she's got multiple whips going on. Michael, you just need to do multiple whips.
She's
Whip,
I
done
guess,
4
yeah.
of those. She did 4 of those shawls with beads.
I know. Nana, I did not put any beads on that because I want, this is actually the biggest shawl that I made or did, crocheted. Now that I know that I can do a crochet, do a shawl, I always, shawls never interest me. I mean, you make them, you wear them once, and they fall off the hanger. So
Or they're at the
I
bottom of the closet.
Yeah. So I never thought, why do I need a shawl? I know I'm 61 years old, but those are old ladies in the wheelchair that needs a shawl to stay warm.
I'm starting
I'm
to see a
joking,
lot of young
folks.
people wearing them now.
I have not seen one person wear a shawl here in Alabama. Not one person.
Oh, really? Wow.
Not one.
Maybe these Texas people are weird. I don't know. I'm starting to see, you know, I say young because I'm 46 and they're like in their 20s.
You're how young? 36?
I'm 46.
46. Okay.
But
You're young. You're young.
I want to do a shrug, and I have these really cool beads that I got on sale at Joann's. So that's the only place I go. I don't go to the other stores. Um, and it's a pattern I'm basing off of like a Star
Yeah.
Trek. So I want to work those in, but I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that because there's several ways with Tunisian to work beads in. So I'm just trying to
hmm
figure out which way I want to do it.
I might do that, Dawn P, because I enjoyed making the shawl. I really did. Um, yeah, I can see where they would want them.
Yeah.
Flat
Never did
blanket.
the flutter stitch. Pam,
A what?
flutter stitch.
She showed that on her channel, her live the other day. That
Sorry, I had to readjust. Turn my heating blanket back on. I'm one of those that's always cold, even though it could be hot. I'm still cold.
yeah. I want to start another shawl as well, just not sure which one I want to do yet. Bought 3 different ombre yarns for the shawls. Now, see, Nana Michelle and myself like to do them shawls in the one weight. I've seen people do it in the 3 weight, a light 3.
Yeah.
I've not tried that yet. So, I mean, I'm sure it makes it, I don't know how much bigger it would be, but I was really shocked that I thought it would be much bigger. I mean, I hold my hands out and it's past my hands like this. So it's more than 5'7".
Use it as a parachute.
Oh, he's trying to be funny. He's jumping in on the bandwagon. You go, boy.
Love it. Oh, it's great.
We still got 47 people in here. How you guys liking this? How do you like Michael? I think he fits in great. Does he get a round of applause? Yay! Michael, he's the man. Michael. Let me shut up anytime. It'll be okay.
Oh my goodness.
Dawn says, sorry, I'm back.
And welcome back, Dawn.
That sounded so funny. Oodles. I'm just lurking and listening in. Well, good. Jerry is. She gave you a round of applause too. She likes
Yay.
it. All right. We'll keep you in the community. We won't kick you out.
I love the community here. I didn't expect it to. I don't know what I was really expecting, truthfully. I just, from the Reddit forums, people talk about how the different communities are at each other's throats all the time and trying to undercut and doing dirty tactics, and I'm like, okay. So I was kind of weary at first, but then it's just like, then
Mm-mm.
I met Olo Joe, which was one of my first subscribers, then Michi, Don, so forth, and I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
I like it. And I never thought, because I'm of course not. Granted, everybody would like to get monetized, but like, that's not my goal. My goal is to have a place where somebody can actually learn. And I didn't expect to have 150 something subscribers 3 months in. To me, that's, especially with Tunisian being more niche in the crochet community.
Mhm.
Hi, Lydia.
So I like it.
I think I had 58 subscribers for almost a year and a half, and I put out videos. I like to teach.
Hmm.
Now, granted, no one ever taught me how to crochet. I was knitting at about 5 or 6 years old, but I thought I was crocheting. That's what I called it all my life with a pencil. So I didn't pick up a book until I was in Florida, probably in 81, when I realized there's books out there what I was doing, and I didn't even know it. So it only progressed from there. But I had been doing it with a pencil all my life.
Yeah.
I know you're
Well,
going
my
to say,
little
how do you
bro,
do it with a it worked.
I no, I get it because my little brother, um, kept losing his. My grandmother taught me, and then she taught him. He kept losing the needle, and so she just like, you're not getting another one for a while. Well, I think he lost like four in a week, so she's like, no more. And so he ended up using uh, those hard cardboard things that are in suckers. That's what he used, the actual sucker stick. He
Oh,
bent
yeah.
it and turned it into a crochet hook. I'm like, whatever works. You're not getting mine.
Good night, crossover. Thank you for
Good
stopping
night,
in.
crossover.
Will somebody drop Michael's channel again, please? I know Tank was doing it earlier. Oh,
Mhm.
there you go. Thank you, Crystal.
Hey, Tina. I didn't see you come in, honey. Hello, everyone. Love the project. I've been lurking and watching, a little tired tonight. Okay.
Hi, Shannon.
Hi,
Art
Tina.
junkie.
Art Junkie, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, like I said, I only had like 58 subscribers for a long time.
I do go to a lot of these um, lives, and it's just to get to know the community, and just get to know people. I I can chit chat all day long, and some of my videos, I babble a lot, and but it's not nonsensical stuff. I babble about what we're crochet or the Tunisian. I just babble about that because I want the whole feeling to be that you're learning from a friend, and that's the
Thank you,
vibe I'm
Tom.
going for, and that's a lot of the, what is it, feedback I get is that that's what it feels like. They're at a friend's house learning.
Yeah, Sherry, I know. I have 167 and it's like pulling teeth. I do not know why it's so hard for people to
Hi, Chris.
like a video or comment on a video. I don't know why.
As long as I see people are watching it, and I get comments every now and then saying, "Oh, I
Mhm.
didn't know you could do that."
Yeah.
That's fine with me. As long as you're watching it and learning from it. Now I know that the whole end goal is, to get monetized and we need the views and everything, but I don't know. That's just, as long as you're learning, that's all I care about. Because there are
Right.
some channels out there, you got the big ones, and I'm not going to name them, but um, it's just,
We're up to over 17, aren't you? Yep. How do you know you're subscribed to over 1,700 channels, Sherry? Because I know when I look down on mine, it says like, I think mine says, I know I'm way over 998. But that's the highest it'll go, 998. How do you know you're over 1,700 channels? I'd like to know how
Goodness.
many. I know you didn't count them. Sherry needs peeps.
I know it says somewhere a specific number,
Does it?
but I can't tell you. I can't tell you where.
How do y'all keep
That's your
that
homework
many
for this week.
straight? Yeah, how do you keep that all
You're-
straight? Because I get lost.
I don't.
Yeah, I go over to the subscription and look at the ones that I'm subscribed to and watch them.
Well, that's what I do. I constantly sit here in the evenings, or most days when I'm at, because this is where I crochet, and just hit the refresh on subscriptions. See who's live now.
I don't do a lot of the lives. I'm not very, first of all, I'm not real friendly. When I go into a live, I do my whack, 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 and then I sit back and go to my corner. That's it. I'm done for the day. I do.
I have
Ivy,
heard
you
if
can
it's
find
on mute, they don't get the watch time for that.
I don't know, because I
I heard
sit there and I've cheated, and I'll play my playlist on a guest on our TV, the Roku TV in here. I'm in the guest mode, and I've gotten the views, and it's muted.
Hi, Sandra.
Ivy, you can find
Yeah.
out that on YouTube Studio. Yeah.
You, Dawn. You are my big heart, Dawn.
Should have worn my glasses. I can't see.
We'll get a little closer, just like you're doing. Or
But I look like an old man when I do it this way.
magnify it up. You know, like Jen does.
Like,
Jen, we can see up her nose if there's anything hanging.
It's this line gets in the way.
At least something's not bungee jumping.
Oh yeah.
No,
YouTube is muted versus your computer. What is it different than? And I think if YouTube is muted versus your computer.
oh, that I
I'm
can't. I
trying
don't
to
know.
follow.
When I said that you don't get the watch time if you're muted.
Maybe it's on the computer versus
If your
an app.
if your computer is muted, but the video itself is not, I don't think. I think that's better. I don't know.
I don't know, because like when I go to bed, I leave like I'll pick 3 people and just play their playlist in different tabs and just mute my headphones, just turn them all the way down.
Hmm.
Yes, Dawn. It's Dawn. It's just easier to say hi, Dawn. Dawn A. Than hey, big heart, Dawn A. Right. If you 2 times the speed, you might get half the watch time.
Man, it's 49 degrees here. I hate it. I'm over winter. I want 85.
61
No
here.
sound.
We got up to 70 today, and then we got a cold front coming through, and that hurts metal knees.
Yeah, you guys like to just blow your Texas stuff towards us. But we're kind of like right in the middle where it either hits us or it don't. Or we get the hurricanes that come up.
Yuck.
See, I live in the part of Texas that still gets snow, and we get some really brisk winds off the mountains, and but there's a legit thing, and that's what baffles. Like we'll have meteorologists come in, and then like 6 months later they're leaving because it's hard to predict weather here because we have 4 different crosswinds coming in, and you know, literally a big storm.
Nice save.
would be coming in and gets to the city, and it just spreads around the city. And
Huh.
they're like, no, that shouldn't be happening, but it happens here. Or we could go one day. A couple of years ago, we were literally 80 degrees. The very next day, we had 8 inches of snow on the ground.
Hey, my sweet. Digo.
Dawn, you be you, Dawn. Hi, Shirley.
Yes, you got to be you.
Yep. You will always be a big heart, Dawn. Always. 80. Woo! It's 43 degrees here. Feels like 39. Hi, Diana.
Hi, Dijo. I guess I said that right.
Daigo.
Digo? Okay.
Digo.
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 First two letters of her first and last name.
But this whole winter has just been weird. We've been way too
I
warm.
found it, Ivy. Go to settings, top of the page, click on data in, click
Zach.
on YouTube, tell us how many channels you are publicly subscribed to. Yeah. Okay. I will check that out.
Wow.
I'm curious to see how many so do you subscribe to other channels too? Like I subscribe to beadwork. I subscribe to, even though I don't do it, the paper where you crafting papers. I don't, I like watching them. I don't.
Yeah. Well, like for me, I subscribe to a few of those,
Michelle.
like Tasting History with Max Miller. I love that, his YouTube. There's a few other historical based ones, History Hits, because I'm just a history nerd. I don't really like U.S. history because it's not that old for me. I like medieval and dark ages history.
I watched a lot of movies on that. And I was really shocked. I hate history. I hated history in school. Mr. Stubblefield said, "Does anybody here believe we should not, pay attention to what happened years ago?" And of course, I was the only dummy that raised a hand. And he said, "All year, I will pick on you. You better have the answer." And it's like, I'm skipping school quite a bit. And I didn't skip, but he didn't call on me like he said. And I could care less at that time what happened years ago. Now it intrigues me.
It really does. Like, it's intriguing to learn, period, how they lived. That's what I love about it. And there's a really good historical author, Philippa Gregory, I think that's her name. She actually writes her stuff from the women's point of view on historical documents that women wrote, because there's not many, but she writes her stuff on the women's point of view, because all we know is mainly the men's point of view on history and not the women's. And she did 4 different shows, one of the two, the White Queen, the White Princess, and the Serpent Queen, and one other one, or the Spanish Princess, all on Stars, and it's all from women's point of view of what they had to deal with back then.
Right. I always like to watch to see whose point of view is this movie made from. Whose perspective was it? And I've been watching a lot of the Queens, all England and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I find it amazing how they even wore all the layers, dresses, and then squeezed in and tightened in. I would have a hernia squeezing me like that.
Well, and a lot of it too, like their views on things back then was obviously totally different, than it is now.
Women couldn't have a point of view. They were
exactly, and then. Well, not only just that, it's the views on, like my kind. They didn't give a darn back then. It wasn't a big deal, and just all that. And then seeing how crazy some of these people really were.
Yeah.
And then how did they stay warm in those bitter bitter cold, things like all that stuff.
In the big
everything about it.
castle, you only see one fireplace. I don't even know if you saw a fireplace in some of the castles. One fireplace heats up this big old mansion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And I popped over here as well.
Thank you, Tom. See? Big heart.
I subbed to 20. Oh,
Oh,
Crystal's
wow.
got 2246. You're a busy girl.
Crystal.
Jeez.
Stay here, Dawn Aaron. Stone. Yes, stones retain. Now, if I ever got lost in a desert or something, not the desert, maybe. Yeah, the desert. I would heat stones up and lay on top of them. Let them cool a little bit and lay on top of them.
Yeah.
I do know you can do that.
Well, that's what they'd used in wagon days. Is they heated a stone, put it down, and they put their feet on that when they went places.
And they ironed their clothes.
Well, just like the beds, they had those warming bed pans that they would throw the coal in and throw that underneath there. And it's like, to me, that's asking to be burnt alive,
Yeah.
Maybe
especially when you think, but back then their mattresses were hay.
You're all right.
You're just spreading the love, Crystal. That's great.
Right hand corner, click and go to your, yeah.
Wow. But yeah.
So are you looking forward to your life?
I was nervous. Yeah, but I was like, when you asked me to come on, the other day when I was like, oh heck no, was one, like I said, I buzzed my face and I wasn't buzzed and I was just in a lot of pain, so I was like, nah. And then we talked about it for today. I was nervous even before we started here, but then as soon as it went live, it just all went away. So I'm not nervous anymore.
But at least you get to look at Jen and I in the chat. You was by yourself, you just get to look at the chat. It's always better when somebody else is with you, I think.
You get to bounce things off each other, carry on a little bit of a conversation, gives you something to talk about.
And it didn't make you look like a loony talking to yourself. If somebody walks in, what are you doing? Not talking to myself.
Lord, that was the first thing I could not get over. I'm sitting here looking into the camera and it's like, it kind of reminds you of looking into a mirror and talking to yourself. People went to the institution for stuff like that. And here we're doing it. I couldn't get past it for a long time.
They had part of their brain scrambled for that.
Mm-hmm. And then put the electrocution things up there and all right, Jen. How does that go?
Oh, wait. You can meme that. Stop it.
I like that I get to see the real Michael. Will the real Michael please stand up? The wool genie. Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right? We always think we see something in their voice or in their text messaging, and it comes out they look totally different.
Well, like I have a different voice when I'm doing my tutorials. I have a more calmer.
Yes.
What is the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I've always told my tutorials are calming and relaxing. They put them on just to, when they first wake up or whatever, get ready for the morning to keep them calm. And I'm like, okay, I don't see that. Wait till you really see me.
Yeah, like
talking
being
about
a narrator, Crystal says.
What you think somebody looks like. I thought Jen would be someone with purple hair. She just seemed like that. But when I met her, I was like, you don't have purple hair. Well, no. What purple hair for? She just seemed like she's that type of person who would have purple hair.
And I don't think I'm as old as she thought I was either.
Mm.
Oh,
What did Antonio say?
my husband.
Voice versus yelling at your husband voice. I'm sure he does it in a very loving tone.
We normally don't. We don't argue.
We don't
It's
either.
usually okay. You're right. I'm leaving. I'm going to my room. No, it's not that.
I'm done adulting.
Like when I first heard about
My-
you, Ivy, I don't know why. I didn't see like I couldn't figure out why it was the image was coming in my head, but it was of an older hippie. And then
hippie?
when I finally saw you, I was like, that is totally not. And when I first
I
heard
know.
Dee's voice, I got that instantly, and of course I see that, but still.
Yeah. Huh. A hippie. I would have loved to live the hippie years.
Thanks for doing it here, niece.
There's, certain eras that I would not. I could not have been in the Western years. Going west. I could not have been in those years because women couldn't wear
plumbing.
jeans or pants. They had to ride a horse sideways, and it's like I would have been I'm the one. I will disturb. You want to do it this way and say I can't do it this way? I would be the one to say I'm going to show you we can do it this way.
Well, it's that, and to me, it's like I'd love to live in the medieval times, but then I'm like, there's no plumbing, which means no showers, which means I'm gonna stink. No. And what it's like? What did they use for toilet paper? No, thank you.
Peace, Rita. Peace. Hey, you, Rita, be looking in your mailbox this week, will you?
Good night, Shannon.
Thanks for coming.
All right, I have to go to sleep. Talk to you later. Okay. Night, night. I don't think Woodstock. I wouldn't have made it in Woodstock because I'm not a. I'm not. I don't know how to say it, but I refuse this stuff still to this day. I refuse them.
I still think I need to be born in the future.
What?
I would love to have been born like.
Push your button, here's your meal. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Tell the machine I want this, and if it just appears.
We actually have that.
No. You still have to go and get it and put it in the microwave, push the timing, flip it over, push the button. You still have to do that.
Get you a maid.
That costs money.
Now you want that done, but you don't want to pay them.
Hello.
She's talking about the jets.
Robots you don't have to pay.
She's
that said Rosie, everybody needs Rosie.
We're not going to see the jets
in
our lifetime.
See, I'd love to have been born in, like you said, the future, but we're actually doing space travel.
Yes.
I would love to see what's out there, instead of us just speculating or, a lot of it's, science, but it's still kind of guessing because we really don't know the planets that we haven't put probes on. We really don't know.
Naked and Afraid. I do watch that. Then people, really, really, who in the world wakes up and says, I want to go naked and tramp through the Amazon?
And get leeches everywhere.
Yeah. Who thinks
leeches
of that?
Where leeches shouldn't be.
I got a jungle right out here in the back. That's about the farthest I'm going in the jungle. No.
Yeah, they got more cojones than I do.
But you know what? It sells. People watch it.
Yeah, true.
I only want to
watch the Kardashians. People watch that.
I know. Hey, Bears Crochet Critters. How are you tonight? All in the chatty folks.
Hi, Connie. Welcome in.
Hey, Connie.
Futuristic is creepy.
Now, I believe some things that's going to better our lives, I will go for, but some of this stuff is, yeah, you guys know, stop. You know, it's
Yeah,
kind of
I mean,
like your
there's some
kids
things
don't
that's
even
gonna.
know how a telephone is, a landline. They don't even
Yeah,
know what a landline is or a phonograph. They don't know what that is. 8-track. They
they
don't
don't
know
even
what
know the
that is.
struggle it was how to when texting first came out and you had to push a number 4 times just to get the letter you went through, and then you skipped it, went back, you went past it, so you had to go back through it again
Shoot, I
just to get
think
that one letter.
what was the little ones? Where they
Beepers.
buzzed beepers? Yeah, we had the beepers.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I never had one.
Yeah, those were really they were big back in like when I was a freshman in high school. Like everybody had to have a beeper, and it's like, why?
Yeah.
And then they had the digital pagers, and then um, people would be leaving codes, which meant some stuff. I don't know what half these codes meant,
Yeah.
and it's like, why? And then you get a cell phone, and you're like, why?
Yeah.
And then,
Well,
especially the cell phones today, it's like there's just so much you can do on it.
look
It's
at
made
this.
us lazy.
Man. Look at that.
That's only 3. They got them with 5 now.
No, look at it.
Oh, she shattered a lens.
Oh!
I took a picture. I took a picture, and that frazzled. It hurt. That's what it had.
Oh!
Wow.
$50 to replace that lens. $50. Hey, it still works. I'm not paying $50.
What? That's like us. We just recently, I'm going to say it was maybe May, upgraded our phones. I had the iPhone X and he had the XR. We had them for like 40 years. They were still working fine. But then we was doing some filming and I needed a better camera. So we went up and pretty much got free upgrades. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll get the iPhone 14 for free.
Yeah. My sister had an iPhone, and she said it was so complicated to understand. It had so much stuff on it.
Our first smartphones were the original iPhones when they came out. And we just, then there was a time we did do the whole Android thing, and we just did not like the Android. So we went back to iPhone.
I'm an Android girl.
Hi, Katie Bob.
I only want a phone that takes pictures and say hello. I don't want a phone for anything else. I still have a landline. We all pick it up and say hello. It doesn't do anything. Great. That's the way I like it. I don't want all that stuff.
Yeah, we had a landline for years, and then it was only used for his work, and then it was just like, what's the point?
That's for old folks. The jitterbug.
Yes.
That's exactly what I want. I don't care. It doesn't need to do anything else. I mean, people go live on their phones. I ain't even figured out how to go live, still on a computer. Yes,
I saw that too. People going live. They get the StreamYard software or whatever on their phone or whatever they do, and I was like, "You're reading comments off your phone?"
Yeah.
Like I've seen Crystal when she's live, and she's like, "I can only see 3 or 4 comments at a time." That would drive me nuts.
Yeah.
I don't want to get rid of my landline because the only reason why I've kept a landline is for one reason only. If a hurricane comes through here and you lose service for, a cell phone tower, you can't use your cell phone. But if the power goes off, I still have a landline. I can still call and talk. So that's the only reason why I keep it.
Unless the poles get blown over.
Shh, nobody asked you to say anything else.
Oh, darn, I forgot my support potato.
Oh, Katie's been yarnified. Hey, girlfriend. What's she saying? Hey, cute but toot, Jen. Cute but toot. She tried to be a poet. Is Jen frozen?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
And hello to your
I'm
friend.
reading. I
That is-
can't keep up. They're so
Oh.
fast typers.
we got a lot of people in here.
That's wonderful.
Oh, because my eyes are terrible and I can read the screen.
I can't
That's
read the
Michael.
screen. I'm Michael.
Say hello, Katie been yarnified, to Michael. Say hello. I still have a landline. See, look. Lulu still has a landline too. So
Yeah, but I had up on the screen. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Come
But
here.
Chris's kaleidoscope says, "Yeah, but Ivy, you still have AOL." She's waiting. She's waiting to get that feeling that Meg Ryan had in that movie. You got mail.
Hi, Katie.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Darcia.
I'm sticking with AOL because I've had it for so many years. Look, PayPal just went and changed their page, and I hate change. Just it's not broken. Don't try to fix it, okay? It was fine with me. Leave it alone. I should be able to choose.
I remember back when you could get AOL on the back of a cereal box.
Okay,
The
Michael.
CDs.
I was liking you, but you're slowly going over to the other side.
Oh.
What?
Well, that's how I got my AOL back in the then.
What big question you got, Katie? Oh my God. Someone in the world, there's a mountain AOL. Just wait. I probably got several of them still over there.
Oh, that's awesome, Nancy. She said Google says, oh, even if the sound is low or muted, it is still a view.
Oh, okay.
But it may not be watch
Or
hours.
muted.
It may not be watch hours though.
Mm.
You know, there's a thing where it says how many are watching. That's a view. Then you have how many subscribed,
hours.
how many likes you got. There's so many different numbers.
Kid records in cereal boxes? I never heard of that.
Oh yeah. Well, they used to be able to the whole back end, the back of the box. You could pop it out. It was like a perforated. You pop it out, and it was pretty much a flimsy record.
I
remember those.
I don't remember that.
I think I do. Yeah.
But I probably didn't eat enough cereal. That's probably why.
Right? It's okay. You can laugh at me, Bobby.
I have tons of records, vinyl records. Mm-hmm.
I never owned a single vinyl. I had an uncle that he had like 3 bedrooms in their house, nothing but vinyl records everywhere. That National Geographics.
Oh, I love
that one.
Love that.
Antonio,
laundry soap.
Some people that are crafty would break those up and put them into making the big wall fishes, you know, the reflector DVDs. The AOL.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Rita, this
recraft
them.
Yes. Yes, Rita, AOL still exists. Ask Ivy.
Shut up. I didn't mean that in a bad way. You know that.
I do. I'm smiling.
I don't have any beads. I know I should get Delicas. Yes, ma'am. Got to have Delicas. Size 11. Where do I start? There are so many colors. You pick a pattern that you want. Pick an easy one. Something black and white, maybe. Should I buy individual colors or should I? Yes, you buy individual colors.
Hi, Cindy.
learn how to do peyote stitch, beaded peyote. Learn how to do that first, and you can do anything after that. You start beading without collecting beads.
Don't you need
No,
to? I don't understand.
I do. I don't know if you saw them. I do. This is what. Now I'm saying you're getting 1 of 3 on the beaded pin. I have to keep pulling my. I don't know why. I don't like it hanging like that. So here are the beaded pins that I do. Let's do that. Those are beads.
Oh wow!
Hello.
Little tiny beads. I'm sorry.
Wow, that's more than my eyes can handle.
And they go on an 8 pin. The Barbies are already gone. There's a. So you could do something like this. Just black and white. Put them wherever you want. That's just a cow pattern. That's anything you want to do like that one. Here is the.
Yeah. Oh, I like that one. That's pretty.
That. I'll send it to you. How about that?
Oh, you don't have
And then,
to.
and
My
then the
husband wouldn't
last
take it any damn way. Oh, darn
hound's
way.
tooth.
Love the houndstooth one. That is so
That
cool.
is pretty. That is cool. I like
Yeah,
that
I'm a
too.
big
Yeah.
low tide girl. So yeah, these are fairly easy. It's once you learn how to do the peyote stitch, and the peyote is 1 bead up, 1 bead down, 1 bead up, 1 bead down. That's all it is. So, like I said, if you guys share this live out, share Jen out, and share Michael out, get in for the drawing of 1 of 3, or you might win all 3. I don't know.
There's another
But
question for you.
it'll be a mystery. It's none of these. None of these. Create a bundle of colors. How do you start beading without collecting beads? How do you start beading without collecting beads? Well, you got to have the beads to start beading, right? Am I reading it wrong? Help me.
That's what I was reading, but I'm not 100% positive if I'm reading it right.
So you have to get the gel 2 pens and a graph. And I use bead graphs. I sit down and draw them all out. It's a lot of work, but I go to Michael's and I go online. These are, looky here, I'll show you. These are how tiny the beads are. I don't know. Will it show it? Can you see the little tiny beads? That's about 1,000, maybe 1,500 beads in there.
Wow.
And it's only that big. Only like that.
Gee.
And I got tons of them. Tons. Rabbit hole. Bzz, never came out. Yeah.
We need beading wire or string. You need closures, like if you're making a necklace or a bracelet.
For these, you're just going to wrap it. These you're going to go, you're making a flat panel. Then you're going to wrap it around the pin and then you're going to zip it up. The best thing to do is get fire line. It's fishing wire, but it's the thread kind. I use 6 pound. I use 6 pound and a size 12 beading needle. This stuff's expensive. Anybody want to send me stuff? Send me stuff like this. You know how much this stuff is for 125 yards? It is $49.50 for 125 yards. Now,
how many projects do you get out of that?
Oh, a lot.
Antonio's a pen junkie.
Yes, he is.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay, take me down, Jen.
Okay. Hey now.
Hey.
Hey now. What? Stop it. Stop it.
Ring around the rosy. Susan or Allie, they're cheap. Just make sure you get Delica beads, okay? You can't use round beads. You gotta. A Delica is a cylinder bead. Just make sure you get them.
Hi, Riza.
Like
Welcome in.
he collects these specialty pins. I don't remember we went to the emergency room for something. I think he was sick, or I don't remember anyway. This the phlebotomy tech had this really cool pin that it sits into a fake vial, and it was a syringe, and that's how it's a very cool pin. She ended up giving him. She's like, I have like 6 of these here. You can have one. And he always ends up with these really cool pins. Doesn't use them, but he ends up with them.
Katie, it is kind of hard to explain the difference. One is a bead. A bead is going to run into another bead on odd count. An even count, the bead will be out. Your next bead will go in to make it a zipper. See how? But the other one will sit on top of each other, and you will have to turn around and do a lot of work. So it's better to do the odd count to where it's zippered. If it makes any sense. Share. Do we just share out the channel? Just share out the channel. Then come back after this live and say shared. That's all you have to put. Just shared. I will go to my YouTube studio, go down to comments, and find out who shared us out that way. And then I'll give you a heart to let you know you're on the wheel.
You can say shared and say, I love you, Jen. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, you can say that. See, he wrote it twice. How did you write it twice? Oh, you didn't. So whatever you write in here, it goes to Jen's too.
That's it's going on both. Okay.
Thanks. I figured it out. Okay, guys. So have we had enough of Michael and Jen and myself? It's been 2 hours. Jen's got to go to work tomorrow. It's 10 o'clock her time. We've been 2 hours. So
I'd count the beads are staggered. How do you close up an even count?
You will have to do some extra steps. It's not, I always do mine to where I can zip it up a lot easier. I mean, try to learn the easy stuff so you don't get frustrated and not want to do anything else because, it was so hard the first time. Try to do the easy stuff first. Learn the easy stuff.
Try simple things first.
Simple. Simplicity is so easy. Just learn the simple stuff.
Kiss.
You have, Katie? You've had enough?
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
That's
right.
That was something we always told them.
Or you will feel stupid.
Yeah.
Or you will feel stupid for buying all that stuff and know not what you're going to do with it.
Yeah, you'll go down a rabbit hole and then say, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, and then he gets there and you're like,
what am I supposed to do? Like these. These are my favorite pair of earrings. My favorite. I'm telling you. I made so many of these that I'm really sick of the design, but tell me those don't sparkle. Wait.
They're pretty.
Those are pretty.
See them sparkle? Those are my favorites.
Those are pretty.
Black diamond. They're called black diamond crystals in there. Yeah, they're beautiful. I think I may want to try these.
You'll nail it.
I know, right, Dawn?
Oh my. Yes, Dawn. I know you want. Mine. Gimme. I tried to teach her. You have to share, love. You got to learn to share. I'm sorry. You got to. Look, Arita, beautiful. Got to learn to share. All right.
It's,
So,
it's the Chinese.
Michael, would you like to say anything to your wonderful audience? Yes, they sparkle.
Thank,
I love them. Like when you're in the car and you have these on and the sun shines on it, you got all these glitters that goes across the car. It's
oh,
awesome.
that's
I love it.
cool.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
Yes. She's so funny.
Michael,
Thank,
you say your
thank you
goodbyes if you
all
want
for
to.
being here. Thank you all for all the new subs. I just checked and I went from 156 to now 170 just during this. Thank you all. And thank you all for welcoming me into the community. There will be more to come for me, other types of tutorials besides stitches. Just it'll be there. And thank you again. I couldn't like all the attention that this was getting about me coming on here. I was like, it's just, I mean, it was baffling to me. It was like, okay, why? I don't understand, like, I don't know. It was just overwhelming. And I'm like, I don't know where all this is coming from, but it's cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, wow.
Well, I'm glad because everybody needs to be that way. I don't know why they chose. A lot of people shouted you out, put it on Facebook, they put it on their community tabs, they announced it in their
Yeah.
own lives. Everybody's been wonderful. So I
Yeah,
can't thank y'all.
exactly.
And I'm sure they came to see you and not me or Jen. Or you and Jen and not me.
Will somebody drop Michael's channel again, please?
Well, if
Make
it wasn't for you, there would be the
Yeah.
Go support wouldn't be out there,
No, because there's
That's
others that's going
awesome.
to do the same thing. Pam, she shouted out. Maritza, I could go on and on and on and on. Just subscribe. Rita just subscribed to you, Michael. There's another subscriber. Katie, if you need any help,
Yeah,
email me, text me, Facebook me, however you get a hold of me. Shh, Jen, shh, shh. She's going to tell you she don't
Yeah.
answer her.
No, she will check her Facebook and stuff like that, I think. I don't have that stuff. So.
I check my Facebook, but I don't on my phone. I'm sorry. My phone is dead 6 days out of 7. Don't.
We're thankful
See,
for
I
you,
had 2
Jason.
businesses and the phone was always on my hip. It always rang. It always rang. When I retired, I don't care about that phone no more. I don't care.
Yeah,
It's like having you too,
I get the
Antonio.
magic vibrating in your pocket, and it's like it's not in my pocket. It's like in the other room. And
Yeah,
that
that's
just
when you're
happens.
supposed to go, woohoo.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time for me to go.
Oh my god! Ooh.
We gotta go, guys.
Oh my goodness!
I'm turning red.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Oh.
Hi, Frosty. Welcome in.
Lord,
Remember,
that was bad.
come back after this goes to replay. She's fanning herself. That's so
Bonnie's
funny.
calling me a brat now.
Oh goodness!
It's so
All
funny.
right, yes. I
Can you
thank you
tell them what they
guys.
need to
I
do
really,
one more time?
your time.
No, do you want to tell them one more time what they need to do?
You have to share this live out. You got to go to Michael's channel, share Michael out, whether it be on YouTube, your community page, Facebook, share them out and do the same thing for Jen. Then you come back after this live and in the stop it, she ain't that. Come back to the live and put shared. Now Jen says, come back and say, I love you, Jen. All I require is the word shared. And then I'll go check and we'll
Not
find
here
out.
in the chat. It won't work in the chat. You have to bring it back to the comments after it goes to replay.
And we're going to be getting off here shortly, so everybody has time to do that.
Does it count the way I shared it, Crystal?
I did embarrass myself, Tank. I did.
It happened.
I did. You see how bright my face got? It's like, oh my God. That's me. I'm just laugh. Share this live out. Go to Jen's and share her channel out. Then come back after, and Michael's, and then come back and write the word shared. Duh. SHARED. Shared.
Past tense. You've already done it.
Yes, you did it.
And,
You've done
and
it. You
Ivy will
completed it.
Ivy will check it out.
All right,
Hi,
guys, I'm done.
Chandra.
It's been a blast, guys.
I'm glad you liked it. And anytime you want to, we're always here on Tuesday nights.
Awesome.
Brett is the brat girl. Oh, okay. I thought you was calling me a brat because that's what Rita Pacheco calls me. Every live, I do something that is kind of bratty. Sorry.
Not me,
Gotta
though.
have fun.
Oh, you stop it. You're not. You're an angel. Yeah, right. Okay, guys. Let's say goodnight. Everybody say goodnight.
Good night.
We're going to end. 1, 2,
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Bye.
Love ya. Bye.
2, 1. Bye. End stream.